Hey, good morning, Patrick. This is a quick demo video for you for your Saber made by Eric Coach over at Excronix Sabers. Just got it done this morning. A lot of stuff going on in this guy. So the etch, you wanted a Mortis theme. So we've got the father, son, and daughter here. A little bit abstract, which was the same kind of stuff I was looking at or I was seeing when I was doing some research on this guy. The Saber was a little challenging to etch because none of it comes apart. So I had a lot of different layer heights to deal with. So I chose to etch everything that was aluminum on this guy. So as you can see, I carried that theme down to the handle all the way around here and then on both of the cross sections right here. This piece right here and this one right here came to me already etched or engraved. So that's not my work, just only the etching is mine. And then if you lift up this D-ring, you can see that symbol from Mortis as well, which I did send you some pictures before I put the D-ring on. This does have an aluminum dual tactile switch from Robert Sotomayor. So your top switch right here, that's going to be your activation, and then your bottom switch down here, that's your auxiliary. You do have several holes here. So the only one that you need to concern yourself with really is this top one right here. There's a set screw in there that's going to act as your blade retention, and you can see that pop out right there. It is a very tight, it's a very tight blade socket. I've got my test blade here that I'm going to fire this thing up with, and it's been sanded quite a bit, and it's snug in here. So if you have a newer blade, you're probably going to find yourself doing some sanding, but that's okay. It holds the blade nice and tight. The Saber's all one piece. So, getting to the board is just going to be a bastard, right? So I made sure that I had all the sound fonts that you sent me put on here. We got it set up exactly the way you wanted it. Easy access to your recharge port. So I made sure your recharge port stuck out right here. And then there's plenty of space there all around your recharge port for sound venting. So even though this only has a 24mm bass speaker in it, it's a Saber Essential speaker from Custom Saber Shop. It sounds amazing because that speaker sits about right here and it's resonating through this entire tube and then around the recharge port. And we'll fire that up in just a second. So you do have your Shtok NPXLs in there. So if I take this kill key right here and I just pull it like this, distraction, turn it on, you can see your NPXLs working just like they should. Oh, we'll turn that off. I'm gonna put a blade in here. So like I said, it's a very tight fit. You just go down until you feel it make contact. Just like that. Distraction. So remember, top button is your activation. Smooth swing. Flash on flash. Tap the auxiliary for blaster deflex. Hold it down for blade lockup. Now if you don't like green or you want to change your color, you want to hold down the auxiliary and twist your wrist like this and then let go. You'll hear spectrum. Now you can twist the hilt like this and you can pick any color you want. Every time you hear it click is a different color. So if I like red, then I just tap a button. You'll hear that noise. So now when you turn it off and back on, it's red, right? Now to change blade effects, you'll want to do the same thing. Hold down your aux and twist your wrist, but then this time keep the button held down. Keep holding it. Now you can twist it again, and every time you hear a click, it's a different blade effect. Some of them are subtle, some of them not so much subtle, right? They pick up well on camera. But if I find one that I like, I'll just tap a button. You'll hear that noise. Now turning it off and then back on, I'll have that color I picked in that blade effect. See, that's kind of an unstable red, right? So we'll turn that off. And I will mention, when you put the kill key back in it, that's doing a hard reboot to the board. So the sound fonts will revert back to the effect and the blade color that they were programmed to be. So after putting that kill key back in and then removing it, if you had changed something like that, the color or the effect, you'll have to do that again. So to get to your sound fonts, what we want to do is hold down the auxiliary when the blade is off.
Sound bank selection.
Now you can cycle up or down with either button.
Exit menu.
We're going to use the auxiliary. Just cycling through all these so you can see that they're on here. Now if I find one that I like, I'm just going to hold a button down. I see that. I'll show you how to get to a lot of these sound fonts will have soundtracks. So to get to playing the soundtrack, you can just double tap the activation. Got to be fast though. Like that. It's cold in the garage and I can't feel my hands, but and then when you turn it on, soundtrack's still playing. You can do everything you were going to do before. And we turn it off. If we want to turn the soundtrack off, just double click again. Just like that. And then, of course, when you're done, take your kill key and you can reach it easy right here. Everything's accessible right there. So that is your Saber, sir. I hope that it turned out the way you like. This was a fun and challenging build for me, so I appreciate you letting me do it. Thanks.